Hey everybody, thanks for being here. Welcome back to the channel. We got Mark for some rolls today. I'm pretty sure that most of this roll I'm doing sort of eyes closed mode, so I'll put the indicator down there in the video. Hopefully I remember to do that. But if you watch, big thing to watch here is our feet. That's kind of how you're going to be able to tell where the force is, where both of us are leaning and stuff. Because if you don't look at our feet, it kind of looks like we're doing a weird dance. But really, we're feeling where the other person's weight is and waiting for a moment of opportunity. And so you'll notice I have a grip on the back of Mark's head, and so at some point I'll do this somewhat of a similar thing, but I'll also kind of fish out with my feet to feel where his base is, to see if he's like that, to see where his posture is. And he uses the opportunity to try to get some butterfly hooks in, but I think I'll put him in the half guard here. Yeah. And so I'm trying to keep my weight, I'm trying to keep his leg pinned, this bottom leg here, and using my hand to do the same thing as I move other parts of me. It's sort of like climbing a wall that's moving. So right there, that was kind of cool. That was fun. So Mark starts to move me this way, but then I kind of pinch my legs together and push. I think I push with my hand and to come back and hopefully not get swept over. But I think Mark gets a sweep somewhere around here. I'm not sure if it's right here, but he does get a nice one. I think it might be right around here. Yeah, here we go. So yeah, that was a nice sweep. And as soon as I was on the bottom, you'll notice my grip on the back of Mark's head, right with my left hand here. Yeah, so that's gonna disrupt his posture, so I can kind of get up onto my elbow here, and then once I'm on my elbow, I can push also. He flattens me back down, and here I capture his head and his arm. So sometimes if you can get head and arm captured here, you can make being on bottom side control really annoying for the other person. It doesn't matter, honestly, which arm either. There are throws from both positions. You just have to. It becomes then sort of a base BASE battle. So I'm just staying nice and heavy on. Mark's trying to sit me up. So then I do a whole bunch of stuff. Let's see what happened here. Alright, so we'll go back here. So my weight is on Mark's arm. Then I turn in. He goes for a guillotine, but I turn the other direction and grab his arm, his wrist, and then he frees his wrist and tries to get back in here, but I've already had frames here, and then I bring my knees in, and all these frames are going to allow me to spin out and threaten even some submissions here. And I think Mark sees that, and he wisely gets posture back. So on the bottom, I'm always just trying to keep my knees between the two of us. And the cross tension between this collar tie and the knees, I'm putting a lot of my weight, almost all my weight on Mark, making it uncomfortable for him to be trying to pass my guard. Still in eyes closed mode, looks like. Sometimes being in eyes closed mode helps to feel exactly what's happening in a physical way. I believe Obi-Wan Kenobi said something about not trusting your eyes. So Mark's doing something, the similar thing I was doing earlier. Trying to get my arm, but I'm just turning into him as he's trying to get my arm. And as he tried to come up, I just curled in towards my legs. And I think he eventually does get my back. But you can see how this fight happens. This is sort of a running man position here. I think that's what it's referred to as by some. And it's difficult to see what's going on the other side here. I think Mark has I think he has a seatbelt. He's trying to control my head, and I think he's trying to sit me up also. He has his right arm under my head, and I'm being heavy on it. And threatening to turn both directions. So Mark does a nice job of getting his hooks in. So anytime someone has back control, I'm trying to disrupt their height in relation to me. So in order to get choked, to choke somebody, you have to have sort of the correct height in relation to where they are, like their head, which of your heads are higher. And so right now I'm kind of going towards my legs with my head and making it difficult for Mark to get the right head position to get this choke. So you can see right here, this looks like pretty bad, but if you'll notice, I'm keeping the back of my head driving into this space so that it's not. So Mark's head needs to be, in order to get this arm around my neck, his head needs to be on this side, but the mat is in the way, and I'm keeping the mat in the way. And then he has to free his arm, and now you can see his arm's out of position, and I can get this in and turn a little bit and get some defenses up in here. So let's see that all just real fast again. Chokes in, using the mat, getting some space, get my other hand in there, keeping my hands against mine. So even if he was trying to hit me, I could put my hands against my face, against the softer parts of my head. So he's just hitting hard bones. And now I'm just turning and staying heavy on this arm, and that's the end of the round. That's a great roll with Mark. One of the reasons why I do eyes closed with certain partners is because I trust them. Like, I know Mark's not going to try and absolutely murder me or throw any knees at my head. So, yeah, just a great roll. And thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Check out the Radical store and come down and train.
Welcome to the dungeon.